Your goal is to explain how all people play an important role in their community. For this activity, you will need the back page of your Studies Weekly Week 2 article. First, we are going to do the Unscramble the Words portion. Our directions say the following words are in this week's newspaper. The letters are mixed up and you need to unscramble them to make words. Okay, before we can actually do that, we need to go back to our page 1 and look for the words that we circled. So the only word that we had circled was teamwork. So we need to write it. So you can either use the pen tool to write it on the lines, or you can write it on notebook paper and add a photo of it to the activity. So go ahead and do that at this time. And now the words for page 2, we had leadership and listen. So go ahead and write that either on the activity using the pen tool, or you can use notebook paper, take a photo, and add the photo to the activity. And now we have our page 3 words: conflict, talk, vote, choice. Okay, now we're ready to start, but first we need to look at a few unscrambling the words tips. So the first one is that all words are going to start with a consonant. Remember, a consonant is any letter that is not a vowel. Next, number 5 is a freebie. So it says in the directions that the words are in the newspaper, but that one actually is not in there. So that word is communicate. Communicate is another word for talk. It's how teams do their best. Next, remember that vowels go after consonants and they break up consonants. So we can't have too many consonants in a row without a vowel being there somewhere. And lastly, remember your syllables. So if we think of syllables as just the broken pieces of a word, that will help us to build words. So keep these 4 things in mind, and now we're ready to unscramble the words. And now I'm going to show you how to do a unscramble the words. So first we go to our number 1, and I got a yellow pen so that you can see, and I'm finding my vowels because there's not very many vowels inside words, and that's how I'm going to easily find the word from the list that we wrote. So I'm checking all these words to see if they have an O and an I. This one does. So let's look at all the letters to see if they match. Okay, it all matches. So I'm going to change the color of my pen to black because I don't want to strain my eyes when I see. Yellow is kind of just for notes and highlighting things, and a black or darker color is used for writing. Okay, number 2, so I'm back to my yellow color. I'm looking for vowels. This one I have an O, an I, and an E. So I know that the first 3 words do not have an O and an I. Oh, I can cross out conflict too. Okay, there it is. Let's check the other letters. Does it have an H and 2 C's? Yep. Okay, so change our color to black. and write our word. That word is choice. To go to number 3, so I'm changing my pen color back to yellow and marking off choice from my list. So I have an O, an A, and an E. So I'm looking for all 3 of those. E, A, O. Okay, this one matches. Let's check the other letters. Looks good. Oh, looks like I am writing with my yellow color, so I'm going to erase that and start over using the black color. This word is teamwork. It's a compound word. It's 2 words put together, teamwork. Okay, I'm ready to go back to the bright color for number 4. Cross out teamwork. So now I notice that I have a P in the word, and P is not a common letter. So I'm going to switch it up and not look for vowels. I'm going to look for the P instead. And this word matches because it's the right length and it has all the other letters. This word is leadership. And you know what? That D that I wrote in leadership, that is really going to bother me, so I'm going to erase it carefully so I don't erase anything else, and then rewrite it because I want my work to be nice and neat. Alrighty, cross that off. Now we're on number 6. Our vowels are E, O, and there's a V in it, so I'm going to find that super quick right there. This word is vote. If the E was not on the end, that O would be a short vowel, so it would be vot. But the E changes the O sound to the O, so this word is vote. Now we're ready for the next one. So I'm really just looking for the S. And there it is. This word is listen. It has the exact same letters as the word silent, but silent wasn't one of our options and listen was. Good readers always look at other words or other letters that are around so that we can make connections in other ways. And now the last word on my list is talk, and those letters match what is all scrambled up on number 8, so I'm going to write the word talk on the line for number 8. And that is how I do word unscrambles. And here are the finished words that we have unscrambled. Here's our directions. Draw yourself in a teamwork setting where you are showing cooperation. It can be at home, at school, in sports, or in another setting. Write a caption to describe your drawing. So this is going to be me. It's going to be a really great self-portrait. Yep. And this person is like any type of boss or leader. So this can, what I am drawing, the setting I'm drawing, can happen anywhere. So if it's at school, then the leader is Miss McClellan or Miss Treadway or Mrs. Saladin. So that leader can be anybody, but this is about me. So the leader says, "Can anyone help with this?" And then I say, "I can." And that is how I show cooperation in any setting. is by helping when people need help.